Okay, so I was wondering whether I should do this video or not, and then I came across something like a really, really inspirational quote that I think you guys will actually find very, very interesting. It says, if you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. I'm going to show you guys right now. Maybe you guys can see, like, very inspirational. Okay, can you see? Uh, Let me see if I can increase the brightness. And like it really spoke to me because it's very, very true. Let's see. Can you see? Okay. Wait, hold on. I can actually increase this. Okay. There we go. Can you see? Okay. So it says if you really want to do something, alright, yeah. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. And that spoke to me because today I was actually feeling lazy. And I was like, if you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, find an excuse. Yeah, and it's actually true. For instance, I'm sure there are some times that maybe your mom told you to do something and you were, you know, nonchalant about it, or you're just like, you don't really want to do it, so you're like, you just give one random excuse, oh, I can't work well, or I can't because of this, you know, and man, all you just have to do is just to take action. Start. Like get up. Like there's charge yourself. Like just get up and do it. Like sometimes I don't, especially when I want to wake up. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, another day again. But it is what it is, man. You have to stand up, keep fighting till you get it. Okay? Because the day you get it, man, even you yourself, you'll be happy. You know. So that's why you shouldn't listen to what anybody's telling you. Okay, if you have a dream, try as much as possible to follow it and get to that goal that you want to get to. Okay, so yeah, now let us get down to the business of today. Let's get down to business and let's see what we can do on the shot. Hallelujah. Chicken suya, shawarma, Angola, bread and tea. Make me the deal, baby. Anyways, I want to be patriotic here. So, should we sing the national anthem? Let's do that. Oh, say, can you see? Okay, that's enough. Let's sing our national anthem. One, two, ready. I've forgotten the national anthem. No, like they changed it. Alright, that's the funny thing. They changed it. So let's see. What's the beginning of the Jesus? Like, and children from how are they going to know the difference now? Hold on, give me a minute. I'm going to remember. Oh, and I'm a Nigerian. Christ. Yes. Um, na na da 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 da. Bro, no, this is not happening to me right now. Like, bro, wait, am I literally forgetting the national anthem? Wait. Arise or come back. No, they changed it from that. Yes, Nigeria, we hail thee. Do you guys like my singing? I don't remember the stanzas, but like, yeah. All right, enough. let's get down to business. It's time for trading. Let's see practical examples of order blocks. All right, so don't mind me, I can be freaky. Depends on where you want to put it. Liquidity sweep. Then we see a break of structure right here on this candlestick. All right, and then what do we say? We say order block. I selected you. Yeah, there we go. We see the order block, the move down prior to the break of structure. Prior to the break of structure. All right, the move down across the liquidity swipe. This swept out this liquidity. All right, and then before the break of structure that appeared here, we see the order block. Can you see how the market works now? All right, I've been telling you motherfuckers that I've been telling you shit. Yeah. Okay, let's get serious. All right, so do you see how that works now? Now let's get into another example. Like it's very obvious. Like alone from this list, I can spot like possibly like 5, 4. Let's try. Liquidity sweep of this high. Okay, swept out this high, swept out this high also. All right. Let's just mark that for the sake of market sake. So those highs were swept. All right. So swept out that high pretty nicely. We see what break of structure right here. Beam, broke it by this leg down, this external guy, okay? And then what is the move prior to the break of structure, or the move that caused the liquidity sweep? It was from this guy all the way to this guy, okay? See? What does market do? Right, is lower, okay? Goes down, okay? Takes out this liquidity. All right, but this is a ranging market. That's why the liquidity is short and small, okay? Pretty basic. Now let's go into the real shit. What do we see here? Liquidity sweep, right? Very good. Alright, where's our break of structure? Right here. Alright, because we didn't get to break of structure all the way onto there. Alright, and then what happens here? Oh my goodness, there's a leg down. This leg down caused the liquidity sweep. Alright, and then it was prior to the break of structure that we had all the way there. What the market do? Goes out, comes back into it. Alright, and then rallies higher. Takes out this high. Like on some type shit, on some type shit, alright? Even like managed to reach here also. Bro, like swept it. Come on, man. Very, very simple, very basic. Alright? Let's see some more examples of this. Liquidity sweep of the highs. Okay. Where's our break of structure? Here, right? So what was the move that caused the liquidity sweep prior to the break of structure? Right here. This green candle. Damn my battery. Alright? This green candle. Right here. What the market do, comes out of it, alright? Pushes back into it, and then comes down. Okay? How can we trade this? This is on the 4-hour time frame, right? And again, you guys need to understand your time frame bias, okay? Because for instance now the market actually came out of it here, right? Started retracing back into it. So if you want to trade this, obviously this candle should have closed first before you can start you know looking for how to enter the market. So we need we need price to come out of this order block before we can start pushing back into it. So came out, went back in. So we are starting off of this second candle. So what can we do? Scale down to the 15-minute time frame. Okay. scale down to the 15-minute time frame. What are we looking for? Simple. Liquidity sweep and break of structure. Where's our liquidity sweep? Here. Where do we get to break of structure? Here. Like, hello. And then you can target like 4-hour time frame type shit. You can target like 4-hour time frame. Listen, okay, so you can target 4-hour time frame liquidity for our take profit. So here we have, I always like to set my stop loss above 100 points. I don't know, it's just been working for me that way. Okay. Oh, also I should also leave my trade recaps. So here we have liquidity. This could be your TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4. Market smashed all of these guys. Like, bro, come on. Come on, like the risk to rewards, like that was like 100, right? That was like 100. So we're doing like 100. Let's see, this was 100. Yes, 100 all the way. Like 1 to 10, 1 to 10, bro. Come on. Okay, I was like a 1 to 10. All right. Let's see some more examples of this. Liquidity sweep of highs again. Okay, swept out this high. All right, swept out this high also. Okay, where do we get our break of structure? Although it was a little late, but we got it. Oh, this one didn't even break the structure all the way up to here. Okay, this move down and move up. All right, so what was the move that caused the liquidity sweep prior to the break of structure again? This guy. All right, this green candle. What did the market do? Market came out here. All right, entered, and then filled in. Okay, there's no imbalance here, but it should have filled out this imbalance that it didn't even reach. Okay, there was an imbalance here that I would have been waiting for price to reach. All right, moved in. All right, entered into it, and then started to rally down, taking out previous areas of liquidity. Here, here, here. Like, come on. Okay, so that's how it works. All right, let's see another example. So hopefully you guys are going to are seeing how this works out, and by the time we are starting to put everything together, by the time we're starting to measure the pieces together, it will be more clearer for us to be able to understand and be able to take trades. All right, so we're going to do that. We're going to be doing that in the creation of the strategy. All right, so now we have the liquidity sweep as always, and then we have the breakout structure. Okay, so what was the move or what was the leg down that caused the liquidity sweep? All right, it's the whole move that we're looking for. So that was from here to here. What did the market do? What did the market do? Went out, okay, came back into it, closed the candle. Obviously, we're looking for closing the candle. It closed in the candle. All right. What do we see there? We can use that scale into the 15-minute time frame. What are we looking for? We're looking for liquidity sweeps to the upside. All right. So there is a liquidity sweep that happened here. Okay. And then what? There's a break of structure. So there's a liquidity sweep here. And then there's a what? There's a break of structure. All right. Or if you want to wait till after the candle, which I would advise, we look for liquidity sweeps. All right. Liquidity sweep here. And then what? Boom. Break of structure. Let's see the ratio. 139 points versus we're targeting these highs on the 4-hour. There's this high that we're targeting. Price did not reach this high, obviously, but that could have been potential TP. Okay, so 139. around 39, around here. All right, against 295. That's like a 1 to 2. Okay, so you see how it works. So this will obviously have been my TP2 because of these equal highs, all right, that got formed here, honestly. All right, but this is just hindsight again. Okay, but honestly, that would have been my TP2. But you know how the market goes. We always try to secure our profits. Hold on. So we always try to secure our profits. Okay, so that's what we try to do. So hopefully, you're seeing how the market moves and you're understanding it. Liquidity sweep again. Where's our break of structure here? So I'm looking for what? The move that happened. All right, prior to that, prior to the break of structure. So now let's see. Did this work? No. And sometimes the market is like that. Order block did not fill. Okay, it didn't fill the order block. So, but okay, there were some things that I could have filled, like this fair value gap. It didn't fill it also, but that was a potential place for it to have filled. And since the market did not do any of that, what do? Hands off. Stay off the fucking market. Put your hands in your ass and sit down and wait. All right, for your what's it called? For your strategy to form or play out. Okay, let's look for another example. That didn't work out. Okay, now let's see. There's a liquidity sweep right here, right? And then what happens? There's a break of structure right here. What is the move? All right, the move down prior to the break of structure and that caused the liquidity sweep from here to here. Okay, do you understand? So this was the liquidity that happened, or the liquidity that swept out this liquidity. This is the leg down prior to the break of structure. All right, this is what caused the liquidity. So what do we see? Market moves out of it. All right, draws back into it, and then what do we see? Rallies higher. Okay, boom, targets up here, 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 here. Like, and even all the way up to here, if you even want to leave it at that. But honestly, I can't go too far like that. Okay, so if we want to apply this, how are we going to apply this? Okay, so we have seen that it drew out of here. All right, so what are we looking for? A move back into it, right? And then a move back into it, and then we scale down into the 15-minute time frame. So let's go. Scale down to the 15-minute time frame. What are we looking for? Liquidity sweep that happened here. Okay, liquidity sweep here, and then break of structure. Boom. And by the way, this was also a fair value gap, right? So this was a massive fair value gap, right? So let me see on the 4 hour, like literally from here to here. Okay, that was like our fair value gap. I'm going to remove all these lines so I can see the fair value gap. All right, can you see fair value gap? Also got filled. All right, so that is also a potential place for you to be able to take trades. All right, by the time you scale down into the 15-minute time frame. All right, so once you scale down into the 15-minute time frame, I'm looking for liquidity sweeps and a break of structure. All right, so scaling down to the 15-minute time frame, you're looking for liquidity sweeps and break of structure. Liquidity sweep, and then your break of structure, and you're good to go. Sorry, break of structure here, liquidity sweep here. Okay. So hopefully you guys are able to understand what we just did now. Alright, let's get another example before we finally go. Let's see. This one here. Alright, this was a downtrend, obviously. Market started to retrace, okay. And then what do we see? We see that there is a liquidity sweep, okay. This, liquidity was swept by this guy, even though it was just a tiny bit, but this got swept. All right, we see the break of structure. All right, what is the move prior to the break of structure that happened? The leg up. Sorry, a sec. Never mind. Delayed. Okay, it was this guy. Let me do it very well. Oh, my battery will soon die. Jeez. Alright, break of structure right here. Candle close. Can you see that? Let me see if I can zoom in. So much. Alright, candle close right under it. Okay, and then that was also our order block. So what do you see price do? Come out of it, goes back in, and then starts to running lower. Alright, so hopefully you guys will be able to see how this works, and also price targets previous areas of liquidity. Liquidity here, liquidity here, liquidity here. Boom, all those take profits got hit. Alright, so that's it for order blocks part 2. And part 3, if there is going to be part 3, we're going to see some more examples. Alright, so I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for joining in. Peace out.